My favorite title. So we have a cup of raw milk. It's interesting. Does that mean it's not pasteurized? It was heated in a microwave to 50 degrees Celsius, and it lost half of this enzyme, right? Cool? And then they discovered, hey, if we just let this milk eventually become 50 degrees, it will have all of the enzyme. So when you do it in the microwave, you lose it. When you just let it heat up slowly, you don't. Therefore, what destroys the enzyme is not heat, but microwaves, which generate heat.
I mean,
yeah?
It's hard. This is a hard one, right? For you guys? No? I thought it was confusing. I agree. I thought it was confusing.
So this conclusion seems somewhat reasonable. What kind of conclusion is this, by the way? Does anyone know? Could you label this conclusion? It's causal. What destroys the enzyme is not the heat, but microwaves. It's making a claim as to what causes what, right? It's saying, hey, I think the heat is not the cause. I think the microwave is the cause. So one way to weaken this is to suggest that heat is the cause after all. Okay? Answer choice A, heating raw milk in a microwave to a higher temperature destroys almost all of it. Because answer choice A talks about heat and microwave, we don't know which one is the cause still. And that's what we're debating here, right? We're trying to decide, is the cause the heat or is the cause the microwave? All right, answer choice B. Enzymes can be replaced. Do we care that they can be replaced? I hope that no one was tempted by this one. This is like trying to weaken some other idea. Answer choice C. Anyone know why this is wrong?
So what if it is slower?
Okay. Also,
They don't talk about the microwave or the enzymes.
I mean, they talked initially in the argument how, you had the conventional method, which is like slower than the microwave. But answer choice C talks about, it says, if it were exposed to a conventional heat source hotter than 50 degrees, we're like, okay, but that's not a situation that we're talking about right now. Answer choice D, taste is irrelevant. So we're left with E. Why does this weaken? Why does heating any liquid by microwave create... Why, if this is true, if it creates small zones within it that are much hotter than the overall temperature that the liquid will ultimately reach, what happens when we heated the milk in the microwave?
It got hotter than 50 degrees.
Got hotter than 50 degrees. It might have gotten to 100 degrees. Overall, it was 50, but small pockets within the milk got to 100 maybe or whatever. And that's what killed the enzyme. Claire, you cool with this?
Well, no, because it doesn't say, like, I mean, it still could be that it was the microwave.
It totally could still be that it was the microwaves.
And it never says, like, when it, hits 100 degrees, it's all dead for, it doesn't.
No, but if... what it does is it makes a difference between the two experiments, right? One experiment was to put the milk in the microwave and heat it up to 50 degrees. The other experiment was to let it heat up on its own to 50 degrees eventually. And so they seem like they're the same when it comes to temperature. But what answer E does is it comes in and says, no, actually there's a difference in temperature. In the microwave, it gets really, really hot, at least in some places on the milk. Whereas the conventional heat source, it might not do that. And so this weakens the conclusion that it was not the heat. It doesn't destroy it. It could still be the microwave, but we're looking for the answer that weakens the argument the most.
Yeah.
So what answer did you choose?
I chose E because it was, like, the least bad, but I just.
That's great. That's what makes it correct.
Okay.
It's like running a race. If everyone in the race is slow, but you come in first, you're a gold medalist. You're first. Ever do those races when they're like, oh yeah, you're like third place for your age group and gender, and you're like, sweet. And then you're like, oh, there were 4 people in my group. Thank you for like separating it all out. Pointless. Okay, anyways, are we good with this one? Okay,